Hey everyone, good evening. Today we're going to talk about, I'm going to discuss about all about AWS VPC. And just so you know, that when I started, to me the most complex part was the networking. To be honest, because I was a developer there, right? And I was not from a networking background. So the initial level, to me, it was a huge deal. I mean, think about it. I'm a programmer. Come to there's all this networking stuff. I can't now. Now think about that. How I become very used to this all this networking slowly since I started working. It it become um, quickly very become very used to. So what you have to do is first just get started. Don't stop, and you have to understand the very basic concepts first. Otherwise, see you can do it via the cloud formation and all, or some kind of automations, but knowing the basic stuff is important. Now I think everyone just joining, so let us say so. Hi everyone, whoever joining, just give me a hi so I will understand. Okay, you are here, you're watching this. Let me know. After 5 minutes I'll be starting. I'll be sharing the screen and I'll be explaining things. All most of it I'll share, so no problem. It's a pre-recorded, sorry, it's a recorded one, so even after the live session it will stay here, so anyone can watch again, no problem. Okay. Okay, so you're joining. Okay, give me just, I think just 2 or 3 minutes, because normally what happens, people get notified and then they join, right? So yeah, let's wait for 2 3 minutes more. In the meantime, if anyone have any questions, I'm all yours. You can ask directly before starting the session, and I will keep it in mind. Maybe during the session I will answer those. So just keep asking. I think this is the second class. Previously, if you are not already aware of, in previous there was a overview session I did. So there I talked about money services, what they do, what may be important for you. Maybe suppose based on your professional background, what could services you could use. That kind of class I did. Hey, hi, Visual. Okay, I think okay, everyone joining. So let's get started. Let me start the share the screen. Give me a moment. Okay, here screenshot. So looks like it's a very smaller one. So if everyone able to see it, let me know. Okay, now it's looking good. So this is the hey Nirmal. So this is the VPC architecture in AWS. Now think about what is exactly VPC. That should be a first question. If you are going to run a machine in AWS, maybe EC2, maybe something else, that need a network access, both inward and outward. That what is covered in this VPC. VPC, using VPC, you are communicating with the outer world, and outer world is communicating with your applications. That's why it's the most important thing. If you ask me honestly, I will say this is the most important thing in AWS to learn first. People, what happens is usually it's a little bit tough, so people don't go directly, but this is the one you should be focusing on if you want to, in what happened that people actually skip this one and later they face issues. I myself face it. Okay, so I did all the certification and all, I did some BBC and all. Then later when there is complex kind of complex problem happening, I was facing little bit fear. And once you start working on it daily basis, that fear will go away. So if you think it's very complex, don't think like that. If you keep working in this, it will slowly go away. Okay, now let us explain. Let me explain what is this. So think of UC as a virtual, like a data center, a virtual data center, or maybe you can think of it as a home also. See, ultimately in your home you have a router, right? See, here is also they have a router. Think about the outer internet coming, traffic is coming. This is here coming via the internet gateway. Okay, now there is route table. Normally we also in router we have the route table, not much big deal, right? Now network ACL and the security groups, these are something new. If you are already not familiar with that, you have to actually understand. Okay, Okay, so here let's talk about how things happen in AWS. Here the first component is the internet gateway. The traffic first come via internet gateway, then it hit to the router, then it hit to the network route table. There, if you have any problem, then the route will not go. So after that, there is network ACL. Now, when I'm talking about network ACL is not straightforward. Okay, here if you have to explicitly define what from the from inside where the traffic will go and from where the traffic will come. If you suppose only mention the inbound traffic, then it will not allow the outbound traffic. Or suppose you mention the outbound traffic, it will not explain the inbound traffic. Now this comes to security group. I will actually show you how all this works after there will be a demo, of course. So how the security group is stateful. Suppose you allow any inbound traffic, then it will also be outbound traffic. That's how it is. So think of any instance you are running, and it needs some download, and you didn't allow the in ACL you didn't allow the public access. It will never be able to download. Okay, I faced that one. And suppose in security group you allowed the inbound one, and then it will automatically allow the outbound one. Or suppose you don't want to allow the inbound one, just the outbound, then the egress, the outbound security rules, you have to mention that allow this port. Okay, that's how it done. Okay, I think so. Anyone having questions, you can ask. I will share this image also. This actually image is from the Cloud Guru. I learned from the Cloud Guru. That's when doing the cloud certification. That's why I'm using their image only. Okay, and we have the IP range. I will show when explaining actually creating the VPC resources. I will show how this IP works. Here they're showing the 10.8, but in AWS VPC creation, you can maximum mention about 16, I think. Okay, so I think without wasting time, let's start. Let's get the hand ready, because that's where it begins. That is the most important part, isn't it? Okay, let me stop sharing this screen. And let me start sharing the actual AWS account screen. Okay. So I hope you are able to see my AWS VPC screen. Let's actually go to the not here. Let's go to the main screen. So after you log in, you see this screen. Okay, this screen you see what are the services and all. Now, if you want to go to AWS VPC, just go to services and search about VPC. Accelerated cloud resources. They explain in one words. Okay. Now, if you go to VPC, there you will see a default VPC is created. This is the default tenancy. Sorry, yeah, is default, yes. Now it have all the route table attached, all the network ACL attached, everything is attached. See, everything attached. Now the one will create by default. You have to notice what is by default is creating and what is not creating. You can create VPC using the if you go here, I think by clicking dashboard. If you use a launch wizard, here they are covering automatically. I don't want to cover this one. I want to show you manually how to do it. Okay. Let me give some time. So let's go. So first thing, you have to actually create the VPC. So go to your VPC and click on create VPC. Name tag it. Let's give it a name like Sandeep's VPC. Okay. Okay. Sandeep's VPC. Now, CIDR block. This is the range of the IP addresses you want to have within your VPC. Now, this is something network experts do very good, and we are not network experts. So let me show you how this calculation happened. Okay. Let me share. Suppose, okay, if I show you the image again, just let me give me some time. Share screen. If I show you the image here, if you can see that this 10.0.00 range, it is the VPC, then there will be subnets, and here will be for the private addresses. Okay. Now we will start with the 10.0.0.0. Now, if you give 10.0.0, what will be the IP range? Up to 10.255.255.255. Okay, but how much? Like, is total calculation you need it, right? So let me show you how. Yeah, a moment. So this is a site called CIDI.xyz. Here you can calculate the IP range. I use it all the time. Okay, I do. Otherwise, calculating everything is tough one. So it is 0, 0, 0, and let's say we are giving it say 8. So if it's not possible, that's why Amazon cannot give you this range, right? So it's not possible. They allow you from 16. That is 65,000. Okay. Now within this, so what they actually frame here, you can see what will be the first IP. It's 10.0.0.1, and what will be the last IP? 10.0.255.254, and it's total 65,536. But always remember, few IP addresses actually get reserved by Amazon. So when they're saying that 65,536, maybe 3 or 4 I think they deducted for their reserve reasons. Okay, now let me show you. I'm facing issue with subnetting for IP. Okay, so Nirmal saying something. I'm facing issues with subnetting for IP. I have also tried with the different methods, but didn't find which should I follow. So please share how will subnetting with a large number of hosts. Yeah. So see, allow most of the allow big range of IP addresses, then you can host a mode of the fleet of. See, normally what you assign, it's never get out of the range usually. But yeah, let me show you how it works. Okay. Okay. Now I think let me start again with the VPC application window. Okay. Okay, so here we are going to give 10.0.0.0/16. Okay. As I told, it will give us IP range of total 65,536. Okay. Here there is an option called IPv6. Now IPv6 is new one. It will give you a higher range. You can assign your own from the pool, which is I don't see anyone, or you can choose the Amazon provided. I normally go for the Amazon provided one, so I think you can go for it. Okay, network border group. So you have to give the network group. See, versus 2. I'm giving the network border group here, and this is default and dedicated. Now, if you go for dedicated, it will cost you a lot higher. I will not suggest it. If you have the money, then go for it. But normal cases, if it's the default one, which is a shared one will cost a lot less to you. Okay. Now let's see the default one for now and create it. Now we created a resource, and let's see with this creation what other resources is created. That is important, right? Okay. So click on close. So now you can see, okay, we have this VPC ID, VPC, Sandeep's VPC. Network border group is this, and we have DHCP host set, main route table, and main network ACL. So here you can say, let's go for the VPC subnets. So any subnet created? No. See, it is not saying anywhere. This VPC, if you see here, why is the VPC? It's a default VPC, not the one we created. We created this one, right? So if you go to subnets, it's not there. Now, what is actually, now I'm talking about subnets, but what is subnets? In your any networking, the subnets are the, now let's not go for that complex. I will say subnets are the, think of as availability zone. So in one availability zone, you can have one subnet. Okay, you cannot have multiple subnets. Now here for like now think about that availability zone, subnet as availability zone, and here you actually, like, I think you heard about that multi-AZ. The multi-AZ nothing but you have multiple subnets, so your machines are running on multiple, you have multiple machines running on multiple subnets. That's what actually means, not any other big thing. Okay, but see, nothing default is creating. You need at least one VPC to run at any instance. Otherwise, you cannot run. You have to create one. Okay, so for in this VPC you have created, there is no subnet at all. And go for route tables. See, this route table is actually created automatically. Previously, it was not there, of course. So this route table actually created when you created the VPC. That is important thing. Now go to internet gateways. Now think of that. Default VPC have the internet gateway, so it will access the traffic. But the one you created for that is not. There is nothing created, right? No access at all. So this VPC doesn't have outside access. So we will need an internet gateway to give it outside access. So it will go out. I mean, the traffic will go outside and can come from outside to inside. That is required. Ingress or linked, nothing there. I think, yeah. So network ACLs. Let's go to network ACL. See, there is one network ACL created by default. If you go to inbound rules, see, all deny. By default is denying, isn't it? Now go to outbound rules. I think they are all the same thing. So it's by default not allowing any outbound traffic or inbound traffic. Okay. Okay. No, I think it's allowing. Maybe I'm saying wrong. No, it's allowing. Sorry. Rule set. Yeah. By default is allow, but we have to create a separate CL. There we can actually block even IP level also. That's not a big problem. Okay. Now let's see. Now we have security groups. So if you go to security groups, you will see for our this new VPC, we have a security group. Default one should be created. Let me show you this one. I think, yeah. See, this is a default VPC created. Now there is all traffic security group to this and outbound traffic to allowed all. This is only. Let me also verify just once. Yes, as you can see, this one is one. Okay. Now, what would be our first step? Let us first create the VPCs. Sorry, subnets. Okay. Let's go to subnets and create subnet. So here is a tag. You can give any name. It's up to you. I will give it like subnet 1 just for our for sake of easiness. I would say subnet one custom. You can say subnet 1 custom and VPC. You have to select that VPC that we have created. Okay, and see this. They are showing you what are the CIDR block here, and we have to select them. Now this is the VPC level. You have to give the availability zone level, or you can subnet level. Okay, there you could just give I think 10.0.0.0/26. Okay, now again, what it means, let's go and see what it means. Okay, stop sharing and let me share the CIDR block page again. So we are saying that 10.10/26. It will give out 64. If we give it 24, I think not the 26 one. We should give 24 one. It will have 256 IPs available. Okay. Now let's go here. Stop sharing. Start sharing. So let's give 24. Okay. And IPv6, we can say don't allow IPv6 or custom VPCs. Okay, let's say don't allow assign IPv6. That's fine. We don't need at this moment, right? So create it. We have this one. We have created one. See, this is US-based C. Let's create another another two for our testing purpose. So create subnet I think I forget to give the preference. Okay, this time we will give the preference. Otherwise, they Amazon select from randomly. Okay, let's say subnet two. Let's select our VPC. Let's select. I think previous one was VPC. Let's say it's A, and again 10.0.0.0/24. Okay, okay. I think selected 24B. I think I'm okay. Sorry. In 16, missing something. Must be valid 10.0.0.0. CID address over the existing subnet. Okay. I think I'm missing here. Let's go back and see what we missed. Okay, so we have this. Is this opened in? Okay. Default subnet no, auto assigned, public, auto assign this. So let us actually 172.160. Oh, I think I did a mistake. It has to be like this one. 172 dot something like that. I made a mistake here. So 172.1.6. So let's delete this one. I think I did wrong. Yes, subnet and just wait. It'll subnet. So let's create subnet. So let's say subnet. See, I also do mistakes all the time. I don't. So normally, what happens is that we don't create this very once. We just create once and then we reuse and reuse. Don't do much time. We don't we don't actually must disturb the setup. Okay, so it's okay. Let's go create subnet one VPC our VPC and reference. Let's say one. Then we give 172 to 1.16 0.0.0/24. Let's see. Something wrong is happening. Let me see. I also forget those places. See, I think that will work. Available IPv4 24. Then 3120 31 32 4100. Okay. So we are missing here 1732 here, like this one they're giving like this. Let's get subnet IPv subnet 2 APC this no preference to be 10.1.0.0 say give 24. We have to give this only. Not working. Let me check. Subnet creation. Subnet creation. Let me see. Sometimes we forget things. It's better to go and check. Okay, for example, 10, 16. Hmm. Okay, I think I got it. Got it. So instead of just directly like that, what we can do, let's cancel it, delete it. Now let's create it. Subnet 1. See, let's say A and give this one. We're giving 1 0, and let's create it. Close. Okay, let's create subnet 2. 2. Let's see the VPC and give 2B. Give it like this, and let's make it 2. Yeah. So the range I was giving initially, it was much higher than what the additional next will come, right? So you see, I also did the mistake and find out the reason why I did it. So see, similarly, you can also try, and if you are facing problem, you can just search for some articles and links. I think I should give you the link which I followed. Okay, that will be easy for you. So I followed this link. The link I've given you in just comments. What I followed. This one. Here they're giving you the reason why what mistake I did. I was assigning a much higher range than actually required. That's why. So check that one. Just in the comments I mentioned right now. Okay. So we have subnet 1, subnet 2. Let's create a subnet 3 also similar way. Say subnet 3. VPC will be this. And let's say 3. And we are done. So we have created 3 VPCs. Okay, we have created 3 VPC by, let's group it by the subnet. Okay, I think we're done here. Okay, now let's go to, now next thing is you have to create internet gateway. Let's go internet gateway and let's attach internet gateway with the VPC. Let's say Sandeep IG internet gateway, create it. So by default, if you create it, you'll see it's detached. So you have to now attach with the VPC you have just created. Okay, now let's click on attach VPC. We'll get the option here. Now let's think about it. If you create another internet gateway, can you attach a new gateway with the existing VPC, which you already attached with the internet gateway? Let's do that test as well. Gateway, let's say Sandeep test IG. Okay. Now we have created another gateway, is detached. Now if you go to and try to attach it, see nothing. Because with one VPC, you can attach only one internet gateway. Okay, always remember that part. Sometime in certification exam, this come. Okay. Okay, let's delete it because you don't require anymore. So till now, if you have any questions, you can ask me. I'm here. I will be answering them. Not a problem. Okay. Okay. Now let's show me. Let me show you the next steps. So we have so far created the subnets. We have created the internet gateway. What next? And the next thing is the route table. Now the route table, I think, is already by default is allowing all the traffic. So let's see. This is our rules. These are the rules here. It's allowing. Oh, okay. See, in the rules, we are not allowing it. It's only local to local, not to the outside world. See, I told you, right? And we have to edit the rules anyway. Subnet association. See, there is no, okay, there is auto associated. See, the subnets we have created is associated here. Okay, this is good. But let's allow the outside traffic. That is important, right? So go to rules, edit rules, add rule, and give 0000 that's 0. It will allow all the outside traffic. See, internet gateway. Done? I forgot to give the dots. Sorry. Okay. Done. So we have allowed the outside traffic to the to the world. It's IPv4, by the way. Now I think we are good here. We have a subnet now. Subnets. So any instance running on those subnets can talk with outside world, and outside traffic, outside world traffic can come to the internet gateway, come to the VPC, come to the internet gateway. From there, coming to the route table. Then is the security group, isn't it? Okay, let's go to security groups. Where is the security groups? Internet gateways. Route table, internet gateways. Endpoints, net gateways. Sorry, I think I missed another part. Network ACLs. See, if you go and see the architecture, it's Chrome tab, and this is the architecture, right? Here you can see the traffic coming via the internet gateway. It's coming to the router. Router, you should have the rules. Then coming to the route table, we just in the route table, isn't it? From there, it's coming to the network ACL. So in this network ACL, we have to allow the outbound and inbound traffic that we have to do. Let's do that part. Okay, so let's go to, this is our three subnets are already associated here. So let's go to inbound rules. I think it's already allowed. Yeah, it's already allowed, so not much to do. See, this rules is important. So this according to the lowest value will get the highest preference. Always remember that part. Okay, and let's see the outbound values. I think it's also by default allowed. See, outside also allowed. So not much to change here. Yes, the security group. See, by default we have a security group here. Here also you can see that all the outside traffic is allowed. So not much to do. Inbound traffic all from this security group. Now, which is this security group? From the own security group to own security group, it's allowing actually. Not much. Okay, now let's start let's create instances and see we created entire VPC, whatever the resources need to have the VPC configurations, we are all done. Now we can just go ahead and then create one EC2 and test it out. Okay, let's do that. Because ultimately you create the VPC on the launch wizard, you have to select the new VPC. Otherwise, it will go for the default VPC. Then there is no meaning, right? Okay, let's click on EC2. Will take some time. Okay, right now I don't have any key pairs or any instances. This is a very new account for me. Let's click on the launch instance, and we'll come to the launch instance wizard, and there we'll click on, let's say, Amazon EC2 or Linux AMI, or we can go for the Ubuntu server, because I think most of you are very used to the Ubuntu. So let's try using Ubuntu. Okay. Here you can select what instance type you need, but just for test, I think T2 micro is good to go. Now here is the part where you have to actually configure, choose instance, choose AMI, choose instance, configure instance. See, you have to come to this third number tab, where you are configuring the instance. There you have to select the VPC. Right now, see, is by default is actually on default VPC, right? We create a new VPC, so you have to select this one. Okay, and this is the subnets we have created. So you have to select. So one EC2 instance can run on a particular security, particular availability zone, particular subnet. See, so you can select only one subnet here. So we are selecting 2A. auto assign public IP enable. I did one mistake. I will show you what I did wrong. But wait, actually, let me show you that first. It will be easy. So let's go EC. Let's go to VPC and let's go to subnets. Then I will show what mistake I did. So click here and see there is an option called auto assign public IP. See, there's an auto assign public IP. It's saying status as no. So even if we enable there, it will not work, right? So we have to actually enable it. So go to actions, and there is edit. Let's see, modify auto assign, enable auto assign IP address settings, save it. Do it for all the things. Maybe you can do it once. No, you have to do one by one. Okay. So setting, enable it. Do it for the second one, third one also. These things we miss sometimes. So always see, I did a mistake, so you can remember next time. Not a problem. Now let's go again to the EC2 console. There, if we now assign, it will gonna work. Otherwise, it will never work. You worry, why my configuration not working? This is a very silly, small mistake, and things may not work. Okay, now let's select the Ubuntu again. Still it isn't fine. Let's click on the configure instance. There you select this one, and they're showing you 251. I told you, right, from 256 to 251. That means some are getting reserved by Amazon for few cases. I mean, few reasons. If you want to do that, that is your homework. Go and search why the full IP is not getting used. Check by yourself. That will be very good for you guys. Okay, here enable use subnet setting is by default enable. Okay, and I think yeah, it's good to go. Review and launch. Yeah, security group. I think it will by default use a default security group, and you are allowing this. So if we select an existing one, the SSH is not going to work. So you have to again add the rule and allow it. For now, we'll just go for the default new security group. So let's say SG1. Okay, SG1. Let's click on review and launch. Good to go. No problem. I'll launch it. Yeah, we need a key pair right now. In this account, I don't have any key pair. So let me create a new key pair. Create a new one. Let's name it Sandeep Test. And always remember, once you create this key pair, if you lost it, that means you lost the access to your EC2 instance. Now there is many ways you can actually again gain back. I mean, somehow change the EC2 instance. This key, a lot of problems. So keep this key very safe. Okay, otherwise you'll face problem. I have lost multiple times the beginnings. I mean, in the early days. Okay, so we have downloaded this one. So let's start the instances. Okay, what is the problem? Group name must, okay. Back to review screen. I did something wrong at the security group. So SG1. Okay. Launch. Now, since I already have the key pair, they will not ask for it. Launch instance. Give it some time, and it will all start up. Just give some time. After it brings up, I will test from my command line and will tell you it's working or not. Okay. Let's give some time. So while we're giving time, if you have any questions, why not you tell me? So ask me any questions. See, it's not easy. And if you want to succeed as a AWS system administrator or solution architect, and if you don't know about the AWS VPC, probably you're not gonna succeed. To be honest, if you ask me. So make sure you understand this very well, because it's going to be like, it's going to be useful for entire life if you work in AWS environments. Not just the AWS environment. If you think about any cloud provider, think about either Azure or Google Cloud, they have their own VPC kind of services where you assign, I mean, the networking, where you assign the traffic, how it will behave, what should allow, what should not allow, all these complex things, right? So similarly in AWS, if you work as an AWS engineer, you must know VPC inside out. That's must. Okay. If you have any questions, you can ask me, or maybe after the live session end, you can let me know in comments or ask me in the LinkedIn. I'll give you an answer, no problem. And tomorrow, okay, if you are these days of this coronavirus problem, if you are working from home and you don't know how to, this flow is not, maybe something not be working, not, I mean, something might not be working for you. You're facing some problems. So for this kind of do's and don'ts, I'm doing a session tomorrow on LinkedIn. If you want to watch, you can watch, not a problem. You have to follow me, either connect with me or follow. Otherwise, you will not get notified. Okay. So I think now that what kind of stable is from system, I'll show you. Just a moment. So I think you can see it now. It's running. You can use this connect one. There is a standalone SSH client. So you normally everyone have the SSH client, right? So just use this command to connect with. Let me try from my side. It's working or not. It worked. So let me see. And let me first change the permission level to 655. Oh, sorry, no, 600. So make ch mode, use ch mode and change the permission to 600. Let me, okay, show. I have to move the file to the, I think you people not able to see it. Let me first do the permission change, then I'll start the sharing that command line screen. Move to the green, my home directory. Okay. And let me do this one. It's gonna work. Sudo ch mode 600 and the key name spam file 03. Okay. Okay, let me share that window. So let me show you how it works. So Lidos, if you're asking, right? So see here the option. You can use their session manager if you common reason could be install. Okay, yeah. For session manager, you need the SSH agent to be installed. EC2 Instance Connect browser based client. You can use this one. But what I personally prefer, use this one, a standalone SSH. Normally, you have putty. If you're a Mac or Linux user, you already have SSH client installed. So for me, it's working. Let me share it. Let me share it very quickly for you. Share application window. Okay, this one it is. See, it's working. It's a T2 instance I've created, not much big one, smaller one. It saved the money, and you can run all the commands like say apt get update. So normally what you do after your machine get up, apt get update, you refresh the packages, make it sudo. Sometimes permission problem happens. Working, all commands are working, right? So we have successfully set up entire VPC from the scratch to end, and as a working example, you can see it's working fine. Okay, since I able to do it, I also face issues, right? Nothing to shame. You try, you face error, you try again, and you succeed. That is the basics of learning. Okay, and let me see a very good questions from Rohit. Hi Sandeep, thanks for the session. Can we have multiple different instances like EC2, EC under one? You can have any number of kind of instances, no problem. You can run any kind of machine inside a VPC, ultimately inside a VPC, then subnets, so no problem. Only thing is that under one instance have to run on particular availability zone. That's it. nothing else. You can run n number of instances under one VPC. Okay. Now there is the IP limit, of course. If you hit the IP limit, what you can do VPC pairing. So create another VPC and just connect two VPC at with one each other, and that works. So ultimately, if you hit ever limit anytime, you can also, I mean, that is one thing, and you can actually ask the because there's some soft limits, okay, for VPC creation and all. Ask AWS customer care, and they will handle it. They will increase very quickly. Not a problem. Hey, let us sing another question. What name to identify the system? If it's I mean, it's Unix, it's Ubuntu, like Mac like system, any Linux system, use the SSH client. If it's Windows, then use the putty, and there is another one of the, forget the name, but use putty. Normally people use putty, not a problem. Okay. So guys, I think we are done with the session. If anyone have any questions, let's say I'm giving you around 5 minutes, you can ask me, not a problem. Otherwise, we are good to go. We have a working example from the beginning to end of VPC creation, setup, network ACL, and everything. Okay. I think you're done. Not much question today. So yeah, again, if someone needs some suggestion on working remotely, what kind of setup they do, what are the do's and don'ts, how to manage clients while working remotely, you might have a lot of questions, right? Tomorrow in LinkedIn, I'm going to have the session. It will be a long session, not a problem. I will accept a lot of questions. So if you have any questions, you can just directly ask me there. Okay, not a problem. So we are done here. I don't see any much question today, and if you have any time, just put inside comments, because after the video record ends, I cannot answer live, right? So I will be answering in the comments only. And I think, what else? That's it. Enjoy your lockdown period next year also. Have a happy week. Have a weekend holiday in Sunday. Okay. Okay then. Bye for now. I hope you guys had a wonderful session. You see me create all the resources, so you should also try to create own resources. Very, very important if you want to become a AWS engineer. Okay then, bye for now. If any questions, ask in comments.